Okay, good morning, everybody. Again, this is Scott Sharp. I'm one of the forecasters here at the Weather Service office in Raleigh, and I'll be conducting the weekly weather brief for Central North Carolina. This will run through the period of Monday, today, November 14th, through this coming Sunday, November 20th. First, a quick overview of we've had two milestones here in the weather across the North Carolina here last 24 to 36 hours or so. We had our first hard freeze of the season, essentially ending the growing season across much of central North Carolina on Sunday morning, with low temperatures as low as the low and middle 20s across a large part of the northeast Piedmont, and even getting down to below freezing across the southern Piedmont into the southern coastal plain. So essentially the growing season has ended for a large part of central North Carolina. Also, in the last 24 hours or so, we've actually seen some rainfall here across central North Carolina. It's been almost 30 days since we've seen appreciable rainfall across sections of central North Carolina. Most of the rainfall fell across parts of the sandhills into the southern coastal plain, where anywhere from a solid half to as much as an inch or a little more fell across parts of the sandhills and southern coastal plain. There was a swath of some locally heavy rainfall from parts of Richmond and Scotland County up through Hoke County into parts of Cumberland and Harnett County. We've had several reports from some of our cooperative observers as well as people who participate in the CocoRa's network that reported anywhere from an inch to inch to a third from this rainfall that happened pretty much started falling in our southern counties around midday yesterday, with the heavy rainfall falling across parts of the region generally in the evening hours into the overnight hours last night. So again, parts of the area, mainly to the south and to the east of Raleigh, saw the first significant rainfall since Hurricane Matthew. Further to the north and west, rainfall has been very spotty and very light and not really amounting to much and not helping to alleviate the dry conditions across the region. Looking at the weather maps here for the next week, again, we have a weak area of high pressure that is trying to settle into the region. There's an area of low pressure that's currently right now just off the southern Outer Banks, and this system will be moving up towards the Delmarva later tonight and into Tuesday. So this circulation here will cause some patchy light rain across parts of central North Carolina this afternoon, early this evening, before it finally departs away from our region later on tonight. In its wake, this area of high pressure that's now currently across parts of the Tennessee Valley and the southeast will ease into our region for the most part of middle into the latter part of the week. Then you see a very strong cold front for area of low pressure across the central U.S. by the latter half of the work week into the weekend. And that front will make a charge for our region, looks like late Saturday into Sunday, with potential for a frontal patches on Sunday. If this does occur, looks like right now moisture can be very limited with this cold front. So even though it will be a strong cold front, we are not expecting little, if any, rainfall associated with it. It may cause us some problems, though, because the winds behind it could be quite strong and gusty. And considering our dry conditions with the dry air mass and strong gusty winds, it may actually increase the fire potential across our region. This is a graphic produced by the Southern Area Coordination Center. They do a lot of interaction with the Weather Service and the forestry industry. And this shows a potential, what the significant potential it could be for a wildfire outlook. And you can see a large part of the Piedmont of North Carolina is what they consider an above normal risk for a wildfire potential. So with that cold front going through latter half of the weekend, we will have to keep cognizant the possibility if we do have strong gusty winds, we may see an uptick in fire activity across central North Carolina. Rainfall for the next week, again, today's your last day to get any kind of appreciable rainfall across this part for the next 7 days or so. And because we have no rainfall, that means we probably won't have any thunderstorms either. The tropics are relatively quiet. There is an area of disturbed weather they are monitoring here across the western Caribbean. But considering that the jet stream is now near or just to our south a little bit, any activity that does form here in the Caribbean will probably be more of a threat to the northern Leeward Islands, maybe up towards the Bahamas and over towards Bermuda, but it doesn't look like it will be a threat to the southeast U.S. at this time. And taking a look now at the potential for temperatures and precip beyond next weekend, our current stretch of temperatures generally running near or above normal will continue into the latter half of November. And once again, our precip chances will stay below normal for this time of year. So in summary, again, while high temperatures today will average about 5 to 8 degrees below normal, high temperatures for the remainder of the work week will average near to slightly above normal. In fact, it looks like today will probably be our coolest day with temperatures generally in the 50s. We should return back in the 60s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and well into the 60s to possibly some lower 70s across parts of the Sandhills and southern Piedmont for Friday afternoon, with the cold front going through on Sunday and pretty decent potential for some below normal temperatures by that time. Again, the colder air probably won't arrive until Sunday, it looks like. Again, after today, more dry weather is in store. And again, just keep cognizant that with that strong cold front latter half of the weekend, if we do get some strong gusty winds, we may see some concerns for some prior weather here across central North Carolina. That's pretty much the weather in a nutshell. Are there any questions?